Hi guys and welcome back to Geordie and Sam, and in today's video we'll be doing round 13 footy tips. So without any further ado, let's just get started.
First game of the week, Western Bulldogs, Hawthorn. I think this one's actually a pretty easy one to tip. Hawthorn again aren't beating teams in the top 8. So Western Bulldogs I think win this one quite comfortably. I've got them now for 33 points.
So the first game on Thursday night is the Western Bulldogs vs Hawthorn at Marvel Stadium. I've tipped the Western Bulldogs.
Next is the Crows and Brisbane at Adelaide Oval. I think the Crows also aren't beating top 8 sides. Brisbane are sitting first or second, one of the two. I think Brisbane come over here and win this one. Not comfortably, but 3-4 goals I think will be the margin.
The game on Friday night is Adelaide vs Brisbane at Adelaide Oval. I chose Adelaide.
Next, this one I think it could go either way as well. Richmond versus Sydney. Sydney pretty poor this year. Richmond obviously down the bottom, but have played some good football. But I'm going to tip Sydney, but this one's going to be close.
The first game on Saturday is Richmond versus Sydney at the MCG. I chose Sydney.
Next one, pretty easy. Geelong versus Gold Coast GMHBA. Geelong would win this one. I just don't necessarily think Gold Coast stand much of a chance in this one.
The second game on Saturday is Geelong versus Gold Coast Suns at GMHBA Stadium. I tip Geelong.
Next, we got the Giants versus Port in Canberra. This one I think could go either way. Port get a couple players back. Giants look shaky every now and then, but I'm going to tip the Giants to win this one. But I do think this one could go either way as well.
The last game on Saturday is GWS versus Port Adelaide. I tip GWS.
Next one is a game that North Melbourne will be really penciling in for a win, I think, which is rare to say for North. But North Melbourne versus West Coast, I think this one is, as I said, one that North Melbourne should be focusing on getting the win. I think North Melbourne.
On Sunday, we have North Melbourne versus West Coast Eagles. I chose North Melbourne. And the last game on Saturday is Carlton versus Essendon at MCG. I tipped Carlton.
On the Monday, I feel like there was Monday football on to this week, long weekend obviously. We got Melbourne versus Collingwood. Big freeze. I think this one's pretty easy. Melbourne will win this one. I think these games do somewhat tend to be close though, but I don't think Melbourne can win this one. I think Collingwood.
The round, which is on Monday, is Melbourne versus Collingwood at the MCG. I chose Collingwood.
Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.